You guys how to do user inputs. Super simple, nice and easy to do. I'm going to go over an example video of me using them just to show you how it would work, and then I will go into actually creating the 3 different types of user inputs, and then we'll actually create the script that I'm going to show you how to do. So let me just go ahead and open this up real quick and let's get started. Alright, so right here you can see our user input shows for Pickaxe Selection. We're going to use Rune Pickaxe. That's what I'm actually equipping currently, so it's nice and easy. And then ore selection, I loaded in all of the ores around us just to make it a lot easier. But we're going to do iron rocks. So, alright. Okay, so now this is automatically going to load everything. You'll see here at the top, our string sets to ore selection, pickaxe selection, etc. Probably doesn't make any sense currently, but just watch as it works. So you'll see here the bot's going to go ahead and go straight to the location, and it's going to start mining. Alright, so that's as simple as it gets. We had a user input to start mining the iron ore. Basically that user input told it to go to that location and start doing that. Alright, so let's get into actually creating the user inputs, and then we'll go ahead and create the script afterwards. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how to create the user inputs. Super easy to do. Just go ahead and do other variables, user input. First type is going to be the freeform. We'll just use, I don't know, food type for example. So that's what you would type in here for the variable name. Just type in food type. This is going to give you the option to just type in what type of food that you want to eat, and the user input will tell the string, you know, what it's going to do. So for this right here, you do actually have to put something in here, but we'll just go ahead and tell the user, type your food here. And we're just going to press OK, and then that saves that user input. Now it doesn't actually show anything here, but in your text document you'll see that you do have a user input loaded. For example, I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to script, save this, example 1, and when we load this,
music licensing reimagined.
you're going to see here your user input shows. It says type your food here. You can type in lobster, and there you go. Alright, so now is where you're going to create your strings. So let's say that we did want to use lobster for our food type, and we wanted to, you know, basically make everything work. Let me just go ahead and write this up real quick. So if we go to other variables, string, we need to create the new string, and then this variable name is going to be food type, like we selected in the user input, and string data. This is where you're going to put in basically, you know, their user input. So just going to type in type your food here. Okay. Alright, so now we've got the string created, and now we actually have to set the string. So if we go back to string, edit string, food type, type your food here. Okay. Alright, so set string to, there you go. Alright, so now what this is going to do is when you actually load that script, we'll go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so now that we've created that, we're just going to go ahead and reopen this here. And example 1, load. Alright, so type your food here. We're going to choose lobster, if I can spell it correctly. And you'll see here the string is set to lobster. Alright, so now you would just go into creating a method to, you know, eat the lobster or interact with that item. Alright, so then you'll just do if inventory get amount item is, we're just going to do type your food here. Again, this has to be what the string is, otherwise it won't load correctly. Just going to do greater than or equal to 1. Okay, and we'll do inventory interact with item. Again, just type in that string that you had, name, and we're going to do eat. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to go to the bank real quick and then jump back here, and I'll show you how it works. Go ahead and load the new script. Open. Example 1. Type your food here. Lobster. Alright, so it loads everything in, and if we play this, there you go. That's the freeform version. Now go down to the drop down and then the checkbox options next. Alright, so next we're going to do the drop down user input. Pretty simple. It's going to be pretty much the same setup, except for we're going to change a couple things on the string. But let me just show you how to do that here. User input, variable name. We're going to name this Pickaxe Selection. And then right here we'll use iron pickaxe. We're going to do a slash, colon, slash. We can do steel pickaxe. And slash, colon, slash. Sorry, not colon, star. And then we're just going to use rune pickaxe, because that's what I'm actually going to show you guys how it works with. Alright, so you got that set up. Just click OK. That creates your user input. Now, again, we got to create the strings for it. So create new string. This one's going to be Pickaxe Selection. Make sure you type it in correctly. String data. Iron pickaxe. Just do the same thing. If you're smart, you'll do all this in Notepad++ or any other version that you have, and a lot simpler to do it, so you don't have to continuously type everything over and over again. Alright, so we created that string, and then we obviously have to set the string. So Pickaxe Selection, we've actually already got it loaded in, so that's nice. So here you go. Alright, so we have the string in there. Now we just have to determine what we want to do with it. So we're going to do if inventory get amount item, and then we're just going to go ahead and do this again. Again, you should probably type this down, copy, paste it, so you're not constantly repeating the same thing over and over again, especially if you have, 10 or 15 different drop-down menus. Alright, make this greater than or equal to 1. Okay. And then we're just gonna go ahead and equip it. So do alright, wield, and then when we play this, obviously once we save this, when we play it, it should work. So we're gonna go ahead and script, save, example 2, script, open, load. There we go. Here's our user input. Choose rune pickaxe. Loads in perfectly. Play that. There you go. Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and create the script for you. I've got the iron ore already created. I'm just going to go ahead and create the tin option. So I've already shown you how to create the user input, set the strings, create the strings, etc. So if you've been following along, you should be able to do that. I've got a example up here, so you can kind of follow off of that. So now you'll notice for this, I've got if string is set to ore selection iron rocks. The reason why we don't have it as tin rocks, clay rocks, iron rocks, silver rocks is because this is a specific string for a specific location that we're going to walk to. So that's why we're going to go ahead and do the tin option, so that it can walk to that specific location if tin rocks is selected as the user input. So what we'll go ahead and do is go to other variables, string, get string value, ore selection, and right here you're just going to type in tin rocks. Okay, so string is set to tin rocks, and then you can actually just copy this one here, because that's still applicable. But then we're going to go ahead and walk to position, and I already have the positions loaded in. Okay, so now we're going to do a check if player position is equal to 10 rocks. Okay, and then gonna go ahead and do string, get string value or selection. Same thing again, just do 10 rocks. Okay, and then we just want to again check for the pickaxe. We're going to go ahead and interact with rs2 object. This is 11361. So 11361 ID and mine. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to add the user inputs back into the script. And then we'll load it up and I'll show you guys how it works. Alright, so we got that changed. Let's just go ahead and open up this again. Alright, so here's our user input, rune pickaxe, and we want to do the 10 rocks. Okay, and if we play, you'll see it's going to go ahead and walk to that position. Again guys, so you'll see up here, set string. This is what it's going to set it off of depending on the user input. So pretty much that is going to be all. If you guys do have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Try to answer them. I'm not going to do the third user input. I've never done it before, but basically it's like you could use for checks for booleans or just see what's active and a lot of different things. But again, I've never used it, so I don't really want to give any information out on it because I don't want to point you guys in the wrong direction. Alright guys, have a great day. Any questions, let me know. Always in the Discord, always on the forums. Peace.